Most ghost stories begin in dark alleys or abandoned attics. But in the heart of Rajasthan, the most terrifying warning doesn't come from a local legend. It comes from the government of India. On the gates of Bhangar Fort, an official sign from the Archaeological Survey of India explicitly forbids entry between sunset and sunrise. Why would a modern secular government recognize a threat that isn't there? Or is the real danger something far more physical than a ghost? Bhangar is a ghost town of 9,000 houses, a once thriving 16th century city that vanished almost overnight. Today, it's a skeleton of stone where every house is missing exactly one thing, a roof. Locals claim that anyone who spends the night there has never returned to tell the story. But to understand why the government is so afraid, we have to look at the scientific phantom hiding in the stones. The legend of Bhangar centers on Princess Ratnavati and a dark magician named Singya. He allegedly tried to use a love potion to enslave her, but when the plan backfired, he used his final breath to curse the entire city to ruin. Within a year, a brutal war broke out and the city was wiped out. But the detail that haunts visitors most is the physical reality of the ruins. In Bhangar, you can see walk through thousands of homes where the walls are perfectly intact, yet the roofs are gone. Local lore says any roofs built here will collapse before morning. While this sounds like a supernatural event, this is actually our first clue. The architecture of Bhangar wasn't destroyed by a ghost. It was abandoned by a population that was terrified of something very real. If ghosts doesn't exist, then why thousands of people report the same feeling of sensed presence at Bhangar Fort? The answer might be silent weapon of stone. Bhangar is located in a high-risk seismic zone. When wind moves through the specific narrow gaps of these ancient stone structures, it can create infrasound, sound waves below 20 Hz that humans cannot hear, but our bodies can feel. In 1998, researcher Vic Tandy discovered that a specific frequency can trigger intense feelings of anxiety, cold shivers, and even hallucinations of gray shadows in the peripheral vision. Essentially, the very stones of Bangar are vibrating at a frequency that tells your brain to be terrified. Add to this pareidolia our brain's evolution to find faces in random shadows, and the haunting becomes a biological loop you cannot escape. If science explains the feelings, what explains the disappearances? This is where the ASI's warning becomes a matter of life and death. Bhangar just sits 21 kilometers from the Sariska Tiger Reserve, in a forest where dozens of tigers and hundreds of leopards and hyenas roam. An unlit ruin is the perfect hunting ground. The cries people hear at night are not restless spirits. They are the calls of striped hyenas, which sound disturbingly like human laughter and screaming. But the real curse that wiped out 9,000 homes wasn't magic. It was the Chalisas famine of 1783, a catastrophic drought caused by El Niños depopulated nearly 60% of northern India's villages. Bhangar didn't die because of tantric angers. It died because the people ran out of water. It is a terrifying mirror to the present as modern India faces new water crisis, making the ghost city feel like a warning for our future. The Ghost of Bangar is a masterclass in administrative psychology. We often see the government's silence as a mystery, but it is actually a strategic choice. By not debunking the ghosts, they have created the perfect low cost security system for the tigers of Sariska. It turns the official lie into a brilliant administrative strategy. The true realization is more haunting. We would rather believe in a cursed princess than face the reality that a simple lack of water could erase an entire civilization from the map. If you knew the ghosts were just sound waves and tigers, would you still be afraid to stay in Bhangar Fort after dark? Let me know in the comments.